U.S. Senator Rick Scott of Florida. One of the dumbest U.S. senators and one of the least ethical. And that's fucking saying something. He was on one of the Sunday programs being interviewed, and Rick Scott was all upset about Joe Biden's policy of withholding weapons and ammunition from Israel because of some of the things that are happening in that war. Yeah, Rick Scott was very upset about it. Even some people are saying, hey, we should impeach Joe Biden over this. Yeah, you already went down that road, didn't go very well, so I might think twice about that. But the host of the show brought up something interesting that absolutely befuddled Rick Scott. He said, you know what's interesting? Back in 1981, when Ronald Reagan was president, his stance with Israel, his strategy with Israel, very similar to what Joe Biden is doing now. Isn't that weird? You like Ronald Reagan, right? Well, of course, Rick Scott, not being very bright, just kind of went off on tangents and diverted and distracted and never answered the question. But I think that's the important point we have to make. We've got Republicans, and I use that term loosely, look back to Ronald Reagan with fondness. Now, Ronald Reagan was the start of all the problems we have today, so it's natural that they would look back at him as kind of a hero. But the fact of the matter is the Republican Party, if you can even call it that now, bears no resemblance to what it was in 1981 with Ronald Reagan. I dare say that if Ronald Reagan were alive today, he might be kicking some Trump-la-fuck ass, because even he knew better than what the fuck they were doing. They love to look back at history, but they don't remember it very well. And this is why they continually look fucking stupid.